everybody. This is Drmcbrick, and I am here with another office find. As a matter of fact, I cleaned out my office last week, and this beauty is what I found. This, to me, is one of the coolest Lego kits in terms of cars and creator sets that I've seen. I mean, I love them all, but this one is just so awesome. I mean, it's awesome from the curtains to the interior to the way it pops up and everything like that. So I thought I'd show you because, you know, I'm still dealing with the move and everything. And because of that, I'm not able to have a lot of Lego video, but I thought you might be interested. If you haven't seen this one, and even if you have, you might be interested in this. This goes all the way down to the hubcaps, and the hubcaps are very realistic to what came on these VW buses. These VW buses were very popular, particularly back in the 60s and 70s when a lot of people liked to camp. And this camper was one that was made into, you know, kind of a rolling house, so to speak. It's obviously very much of a hippie icon, for instance, here in the United States, where folks who were called hippies at the time, people who were kind of peace and love and free love and all that kind of stuff, tended to buy these vans. And they tended to, whether they were camper vans or not, this one is a camper van because of this top that you'll see expands so that way you can actually stand up in the thing. And me being, you know, 6'2", I would need something like that because I would have to be able to stand up in it. And so I wouldn't hit my head and stuff like that. But that's what the camper van was about. But a lot of folks bought these, particularly to just kind of as party buses in a sense. I mean, you would get in them, you would go with your friends to concerts, things like that, and it would just be awesome, an awesome ride because you were all kind of in it together. And inside was really cool stuff. So let me show you the inside. Oh, first of all, let's show some of the really cool features of this bus. One of the cool features of this bus is the printed VW logo, and as somebody who loves VWs, that is a really cool piece. But the way that they made on the original vans, they had chrome pieces that would come down in this V type of form. Volkswagen V, and then they had the two-tone, whether it was orange or white, red or white, or particularly they had the ones that I like that were turquoise and white. But anyway, they made these simply with one of those flexible tubes that Lego has, and I think that was just an awesome way of doing that. They've since done that in many models with Lego, but this was unique for this particular vehicle at the time that it was made by Lego. So now let's take a look inside. First of all, let's go inside the cab and open up the door. Look inside at the detail. I mean, the detail, very detailed. The seats, I believe the seats even fold down. You can see the shifter inside there. Let's see if we can focus. There we go. You can see the shifter inside there, the wonderful detailed dashboard. Just using those 2x1 slotted pieces really gives you a suggestion of the type of dashboards that these have. A lot of people used to kind of, as I used to say, kind of pimp these out and make them, you know, with shag carpet inside and all kinds of stuff. So you'd have shag carpet and little kind of tassels hanging off of here, shag carpet down there. This just reminds me a lot of the old days. And, you know, people would put on special shifters, different, you know, skulls or diamonds or, you know, or fake diamonds, obviously, but, you know, that sort of thing, or signs of their particular club, that kind of thing. And so this is really cool because you can actually open the doors on both sides. So we get in the cab, we can see a little bit more in there. You can see they do a good job. They even use the clock piece, which I think, and I'm sorry, I'm doing this on my phone because this is just kind of an impromptu video, but you can see the shifters there. These were traditionally small motors in these things. They didn't have very powerful motors, but just enough because to get you where you were going. A lot of VWs at the time had smaller motors, but look at the way they use that clock piece for the actual speedometer. And that, to me, is a really unique way of doing that. It's a tilt steering wheel. In case you don't know, you can see the pedals and the clutch and everything on the floor. So these things were interesting to drive. Again, they had the stick shift on the floor. that enabled you to really kind of go through the gears, and it was just a fun drive. I've driven one of these things before. Really, really cool. Up here's your luggage rack if you were so inclined to have one on your vehicle and had enough money to have one. The way they did this luggage rack is to me pretty awesome. The way they set it up with these little arms right here, and then of course the rods, the flat tiles and things like that. There you put all kinds of luggage and stack up all your stuff. So again, these were party vans. These were vans where you could really, really enjoy. Now, the back, of course, is again, another thing that you can open, which is just, again, very, very awesome. And you can see inside there. Now, I'm gonna take the roof off so you'll be able to see more details and stuff. But this opened from 3 sides. It opened from the back, and it opened from the 2 doors. Now these vans also had 2 doors in the middle that opened. Now some doors nowadays, you know, on vans slide. These didn't. These were like regular doors, and they use these little nozzle pieces, which we really know what they really are, right? But they're nozzle pieces. The nice thing I like about these, the doors on this model are nice and thick. So they're made with 1 bias, which is really, really nice because it gives a thickness when you open the door. It's stout and it doesn't come apart. It's not flimsy at all. But you see how they put the curtains on? And those curtains are definitely a part of the time period with the plaid and the color scheme and stuff. There's a sink there. That was really important in a camper van because you'd have a little tank underneath of the van that you would fill with water, and there you could have actually running water in your camper van. Some of these even had porta potties, porta johns, little kind of stools that you could sit on and do your business, I guess. And there you see some shelves and all that kind of stuff. But just look at the detail in there. Now, the great thing about this particular van from Lego is that you can take off the roof. Another great feature of these vans was the windshield that opened. Now, you might want to ask, why would they have a windshield that would open? Well, again, this is a camper van. So when you're driving, you'd have the windshield down, right? So your windscreen would be down. You wouldn't get bugs in your face and all that kind of stuff. But when you were camping, you'd open these windows, and that would give you airflow all the way through all the other windows. You'd keep them open in the van, and then the back has a window that you can open, and these 2 open, the ones on the side open, so you can have a lot of airflow going in your van, that they have actually made screens that you could actually put in the windshield here, so that way you wouldn't get bugs and stuff in them like that, and all the other windows had screens on it. But so that's why the windshields of these particular vans open. I can remember getting some pretty good airflow going on there. There was a lot of airflow going on in these types of vans. But anyway, let's move on to this interior. Look at this. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Whoa, I hate the camera. Like my camera, sorry about this. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this gonzo style because I just found this in my office and I just had to share. So look at this. Here's the table. Now this table, if we take off this little glass, it folds down, and then this actually pops out and becomes a bed. Yeah, and you know what? That's what happens. Yeah, there we go. It becomes a bed. Now, mine popped apart because I haven't used this in so long, but that's what happens. And this comes down, so everything folds into a bed. And in these camper vans, that was very important because you could sleep sometimes up to 6 people. Now, 6 people, not so comfortably, or comfortably, depending on how you looked at it. But you could sleep 6 people in these things sometimes. Most of the time, 1 or 2, you know, that sort of thing. But you could fit 4 if you were really trying. But 6, you know, you could, based on the layout and stuff, and based on folding down all of these seats, you could fit 6. So as we move this back up and we click this back together, I'm not sure I can do it holding this. Okay, so it is back together. But you see, that's the nice thing. And any of you that do have campers, even nowadays, our campers are like that, where you know, the table folds down, the table folds into a bed, possibly a bed for 2. There's a bed back here, that sort of thing. They even have a lava lamp, which, of course, I have 2 lava lamps I had 2 lava lamps in my office. And then they have the lights that are the sconces, and they use those really nice translucent tooth pieces there for those sconces. But yeah, look at the curtains. I mean, I love the curtains made out of that fabric that Lego has. There's a little kitchenette, little area like that. Let me turn around and show you the other side of this van. A lot of these vans were used for surfing, and they were really good for the beach. There's a little potted plant right there with some kind of plant growing out of it. Anyway, there is a surfboard and a sun and all that kind of stuff. A nifty thing about this, and we'll kind of come around here. We'll try to take you a little bit slowly. See, there's VW 1962. That is the year that this van, I believe, was introduced to the public, the VW camper van. But look, if you look in the window, there's a suggestion there and a little sign and everything like that that says, make Lego models. So there's a play on the signs of the era that would say "Make love, not war." Of course, protesting against the Vietnam War, and instead they're like "Make Legos," so that's a that's kind of a cool kind of backhanded reference to the sign of the times and things like that. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching this video. I hope that you liked it. This is one of the best models, I think, car models, auto models, vehicle models, whatever you want to call them. It's a van, it's a camper van, it's a VW van, VW bus. They call them all different types of things. But I'll tell you what, some friends of mine had one of these and they are just fun. You just get in them, you take off with a group of people and you spend a few days or a week or so, and it is just fun camping and crossing country and things like that. So anyway, with that said, please like this video, share it if you're so inclined, join as a member if you really would like to. Would really appreciate it. That would help us out a little bit. And you know what, subscribe. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you don't like it, then unsubscribe, right? So anyway, hopefully you'll check out some more of my old videos. And I think that I probably have another video of this on my channel somewhere, but I thought I would do a kind of a remake for you and show it to you because I found it in my office and I just thought, you know, I haven't done any Lego thing in a while because of the move, so let me share this with you. So with that said, stay tuned for more videos from me, and as we move, we're getting closer and closer. This is Dr. McBrick, signing out.